So I really didn't want to start the show off on a somber note. First of all, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Department of BS. From the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York, my name is Dan Cruz. This is Seahawks Sessions, a Time to BS podcast production, and a Seattle Seahawks podcast, part of Belly Sports Media Network. From the capital region of Albany, New York, is Dustin Henry in his corner, and no credentials required. In the middle, Kevin Wilson, of all our Belly Up articles out there, and Belly Up fantasy advice. Trust his advice. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Like, rate, and review. Follow the official Time to BS podcast Facebook page and engage in the comments. You know what to do. Just be nice, for God's sakes. So I wanted to start this off on a bit of a somber note because originally we were supposed to record yesterday, but Dustin's plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And then we were supposed to record about 3 hours ago. And then we got hit with some nasty news. So we're fine. Let's get this out of the game. We're completely fine. So for those who know me on a personal level,
physically we're fine.
Physically we're fine. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Kevin. So physically we're fine. Emotionally we're kind of. So
well, you can say it.
For those who know,
it's not good.
So for those who know me well, will know that I have 3 cats. Well, 2 of them belong to my fiance. 1 is myself, mascot of this podcast, Donut. And then my fiance's cats are Toby and Mouse. Mouse has been with us for 14 years, and Toby has been close to 15 years. Mouse has been dealing with some thyroid issues in the past. He's hasn't been really taking his medicine here and there. So quiet, you Donut. She saw the spray bottle and was like, no.
Okay.
So because she tries to jump on the computer and just make her home here. And it's like, no. Bad. So for the last month and a half, Mouse has not been taking his medicine, for whatever reason. He noticed the pills were a little bigger, so he stopped taking them, and then he stopped eating, and then last night we brought him to the vet. White blood cell count was fine. No cancer. Thank God. So immediate was like, oh, thank God. And then we put him in the kitchen at our house to hopefully, eat something or drink something or do something. And then she woke up this morning and long story short, he passed in his sleep. So stop causing chaos, Donut. So
I didn't know what you were reaching for right there.
I have the spray bottle from me because she likes to play with the newspaper. So yeah, Mouse passed away late last night, early this morning at 14 years old. And if you know my fiance, or if you have seen pictures of my fiance, will know that she is the sweetest woman on the face of this planet with a heart of freaking gold. And I trust you with all God's green earth. She loves animals more than human beings. How I have a ring on her finger, I have no idea. But
I'm sure you have some idea.
Yeah, we have other reasons, and not that one.
It was the Islander tattoo.
I wasn't going there.
Yeah, you whistled yourself.
I did whistle myself. I did.
Kevin nor I control the soundboard.
That's right.
I do control the soundboard.
Hands free. Okay.
So if I could offer, and we know Ryan on a personal note, he's with us in the chat as well. Tag along had to get put down recently, and we send our condolences to Ryan and the McCarthy household and the whole 9 yards. Hug your cats, hug your pets, just cuddle with them, do the whole 9 yards. Fish, parrot, don't care.
That's right.
Just spend time with your pets because you really take this life that we have for granted until it's a pet.
Yeah.
And that hurts way more than you realize, because we're only around for 80 years, 90 years, 1,000 years, depending on if you're a Jedi Knight or not, or Yoda.
which I don't believe any of us three are. So.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure. No kidding. But our pets are here for at minimum 15 years. And cherish every single moment you get.
That's right. If you're not spending time with your pet, why do you have it?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Intentional Old Spice whistle on the BS host. 5-year penalty remains first down. Yeah. That's wonderful.
Ryan was also faster with that call than Jerome Boger.
For God's sakes.
Thank goodness he is retired.
Thank
he
God
threw the
he's
most
retired.
flags all the time.
Jerome Booger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then Toby has been looking around the house for him in the whole 9 yards, meowing for him and everything. That hurt. So,
Yeah.
I mean, check on your pets. Take care of your pets. Look out for them, cherish them, love them the whole 9 yards. So, well, now we got that out of the way. I mean, holy crap, we're in the last game of the season, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Woof. On a
Man.
lighter note, right? So
It's not just the last game of the season. This is the game.
Yeah.
this
the season.
This is officially the biggest game of the season, of the regular season by far.
For
Right.
sure.
Once they got past the Rams, that put this game right on the top.
Crosshairs right there.
Right there.
So week
The Rams
18,
didn't take care of business. The Seahawks and 49ers did.
which let's start off right out of the gate, because last week's show, as we recorded, we were talking about the possibility of the Falcons pulling off the upset over the Rams.
Yeah.
And they
Which
did.
I discounted completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
I mean, I think a lot of us did, Kevin. No one saw that coming. I said in jest on this show and No Creds, I was like, oh, you just need to have a couple of fluke touchdowns by the Falcons, and then Bijan needs to go off. And that's exactly what happened.
Literally what happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoke the football gods into their work.
Yeah.
and so the Rams went from being in control of the number 1 seed to being the 6th seed.
It
They
basically
can't do
became a
any
three-way
better
tie.
than that.
It became a three-way it went from a three-way tie for the 1 seed. Had the Rams taken care of business in Atlanta, we're having a whole different discussion.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Whole different discussion.
Well, even
And
if they
all-
had beaten Atlanta, this was the game that was going to decide the number 1 seed. Correct.
So Atlanta takes care of business over the Rams. They basically dog walk them in the first half.
Yeah.
21-0, and we all thought, oh my God, the Rams are going to do it again.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
unbelievable.
I can't believe they're sleepwalking like that. They woke up.
Yeah.
But this reveals to me what the Rams as a team are.
It's not like I've said this for like 6 weeks.
No. It's
For God's sakes,
if
are we going
you're
to
in
give
a
this
game and
credit
it's
here?
35 to 10, let's say, the Rams can win those kind of games. If it's going into the fourth quarter and they're, and it's 3-point game, the Rams lose.
Where's the
That's
sound button that I have of this thing? It's not like I've said this on multiple occasions. The Rams have played down their competition almost every single week.
Well, it's just not that, but once they're in a tight game, they
almost
completely freeze
Yeah.
up.
They almost 90% of the time lose that game.
They do. That's their
They do.
identity. They can't escape that now.
Yeah. And now they're all likelihood going to have to go to Philadelphia.
Right, which
Yeah.
they've done
in 2
already,
weeks.
and they can win that. Let's be honest about it. But
They
Yeah.
can-
it's
yeah,
a whole lot more difficult than going to Carolina or Tampa.
well, the Eagles are not necessarily as
No,
hot shot as they were
no,
last year.
no, they're
Let's be
not,
real.
but they're still in a better shape than Tampa or Carolina.
Correct.
Yeah, I would
Now-
agree with that.
Now, There's a lot of Ram fans that are crying foul and saying it's the ref's fault.
Let's stop
this.
this.
Stop it.
Stop
okay?
it.
Now, to be fair, if we were in their shoes as well, we'd probably be saying the same thing.
Maybe we would, but don't fall behind 21-0. And, you know, and that's interesting because I heard this very conversation. And the retort to this is, don't put yourself in a position where the refs can decide the game.
Yes.
Don't do that.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Kevin. 9 times out of 10. Now, there are a few times where you're like, what's going on with the refs in this game? But 9 times out of 10, blaming the refs for a loss, I'm going to quote one of my favorite lines from a movie here. Desperation is a stinky cologne, John. And that's what it is. It's a desperate move. It's
well done, Dustin.
I like that.
Well done.
It's a desperate move by fans that are grasping at straws. 9 times out of 10, it is not the refs. It is not the refs that determine
the refs
the
didn't blow the game against the Seahawks either.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Now, to continue sandbagging on this discussion here.
Yeah.
Los Angeles, for a majority of the season, Los Angeles was the team to be in the NFC. Right?
Yes.
Right. And, you know, everybody said as much.
Now, how many people are saying Matthew Stafford is the MVP?
They're not saying it loudly anymore.
For 3/4 of the season, Matthew Stafford was the by God's favorite to win the
first half, it was, you know,
decided.
It was Mr. Tampa.
Oh yeah, it was Baker.
It was Mayfield, and he completely fell off the mountain.
Yeah,
completely.
He did. But Stafford, nobody's saying it as loudly. But to your point,
now it's Drake May's award to win or lose. I mean,
it's Drake May's to lose. Yeah, which I've talked to a couple of Rams fans, and you know, I know one of them that has said like the refs are blowing this game. Like, first of all, you can't blame a team's loss on the referees.
No.
That's like saying I'm going to blame my girlfriend for my mistakes.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
And all those people that were making fun of Sam Darnold when he threw 4 interceptions, you better be laughing that same way with the Rams now, because he threw, what was it, 3?
Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions. Yeah,
3 interceptions is a death nail to any team.
Mm-hmm.
So don't throw 3 interceptions, you win the game. It's as simple as that.
And prior to that game, just to give people an idea of what a level Matthew Stafford was playing at, prior to that game, he had 5 interceptions on the season. The first interception that he threw against the Falcons was his 6th of the entire season.
That's impressive.
That's how bad that game went for Matthew Stafford. That's how sideways it went. He threw more than half his interception total for the season heading into that game in that game. So
all of a sudden, the NFC West is decided tonight.
Yeah.
As we're recording this podcast, the NFC West is going to be decided.
It will be
in the next 5 hours.
It will be, and you know that's not that surprising.
No, because
the division is up for grabs tonight.
We all had the possibility of the NFC West being decided tonight in like August.
Yeah.
Right.
We all had the possibility of this happening because
none of us had the number 1 seed in the NFC.
I think the only one that picked the Rams to win the division was you, Dustin.
Yes, I picked the Rams to win. I thought the Seahawks would sneak in as a wild card.
All right.
Yeah. Well, because I had the Seahawks winning the division and cashing in my plus 550 bet.
I hope that happens for both our sakes tonight, Kevin.
Right.
You get a little richer and we'll be happy.
Kevin must be dancing on a pile of money like Scrooge McDuck right now.
Well, you know, it's still way up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say that because you know, end of the night, the Seahawks could be the number 1 seed. They could be, or they could be the number 5 seed. There's nothing else in between. There's no other option.
Either or scenario, whatever happens, is not the worst thing in the world.
No, but still, you want to be able, you know, because We talked about Mr. Cross being out.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Raiders in a second.
Okay. No, I'm talking. No. The offensive line. Charles
Cross, yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
They win tonight. They get 2 weeks to get him rested up.
Yes. That's huge.
That is huge. Plus, I know they've got one loss on the road, but you don't want to have to go that way.
No.
If you don't have to. And you definitely don't want the 49ers, because if they win, they've got the home field to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which I was on with noted 49er fan. I did a segment. It's pre-recorded. He'll be airing it during his pregame, but he had me on to preview the game, Snowman, and I told him that the 49ers would have, if they won, they'd have a path where they wouldn't have to leave their state, and his eyes lit up a little bit. He's a big 49er guy, so big stakes. Big. But the only thing that buoys my because I am nervous about this game, gentlemen. I know I keep saying it. And I have developed, I'm telling you, it's not a cliche. It's just how I feel. I am nervous heading into this game because, and I mean, we'll get into a breakdown of why we feel this way.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
But the Niners are cresting at the right time right now. Everything is lining up for them. And the only thing that buoys my confidence a little bit is, like you said, Dan, no matter what happens tonight, it's not the worst thing in the world, because the Seahawks record on the road is so much better under Mike McDonald. So much better.
Now,
he has, correct me if I'm wrong, he has 2 losses on the road in the last 2 years.
Yes, that is correct.
I think that is correct. Yes.
So, that works, but still, you don't want to have to go that way, because if let's say you go out on the road and you win that game, the next week you're still on the road.
Yeah.
As the wild card team. So you're making things more difficult than they would be if you were, plus you get the number 1 seed, and that's better, obviously.
Yeah. So people have to come to you. You get the first round bye. That's what we want. But hey, Dan almost threw his shoulder out of socket, patting himself on the back, saying that he's been calling that the Rams play down to their competition, which he has. So
right.
I'm going
to which game, be true. So make sure you've got some salve if you need to, loosen that shoulder up a little bit.
So I need to loosen my shoulder up, because I'm about to pat myself on the shoulder, because week 1, we go all the way back to week 1. I said that loss against the 49ers is going to loom large. It was a winnable game, and here we are. Now we have to play them again for all the marbles.
We'll get to the preview later on. Don't get me wrong. So we actually we have some news in reports to a potential Black Monday for the NFL season. We know
it's coming.
We go to Vegas.
Oh, man.
Oh, geez.
So,
do you have the smooth report music? Do you have the smooth report music?
I do not have the smooth report. This is not smooth report.
Okay, sorry.
So, apparently, there's been multiple reports out around ESPN NFL insiders that the Raiders could reportedly part ways with Pete Carroll after 1 season in Vegas.
I'd say that depends on what kind of payout he's willing to take.
He's not. Let's also be real here. We know Pete well enough to know that he's not going to sit for a rebuild.
No.
Yeah. I mean, he said, I've seen some of his press conferences or snippets. He said, when asked, are you willing to oversee a rebuild? And he said, it's looking like that's what it's going to take. Now, he also said, I thought I could come in here and turn this thing around pretty quickly. I don't know what he saw in the roster. I don't know what he saw, but
I don't know. You might want to. I know he doesn't wear glasses, but maybe he needs a prescription or something.
So everyone that was. So I personally saw. I didn't see it going this bad.
Yeah, no.
For Vegas, no, none of us saw it having this season for the Raiders be this bad.
No, none of us. We knew he'd throw interceptions, but none of us knew he'd throw 27 or whatever.
Oh, Gino, yes,
Gino's interceptions horrible this year. Yeah,
it's hard to grasp at the concept of Pete Carroll could be one and done after all the success that happened with the Seahawks and to a degree the Patriots, but USC as well.
Yeah,
but
USC. He rebuilt his career down there.
He rebuilt his career at USC. But if you paid attention to the roster and you're like, and George Kittle, 49ers tight end George Kittle, even said, yeah, the defensive scheme looked like the 2015 Seahawks. I face planted in my. I was like, oh, good God.
Yeah.
They're going to do it again. The Raiders are going to do it. And sure enough, it has gone from bad to hilariously worse for the Raiders month by month. It has gone
month by month.
Horrible.
Yes.
Horrible.
And they're not even hiding the fact now.
No.
That we're gonna take the number one seat, pick.
Yep.
And we don't care what we have to do to get it. So
correct.
Dustin, you were talking on your show earlier today, and I was like, well, that would just be the Raider way if they won this game and then didn't get the first pick.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping. I know what you said, and I'm kind of the same way. So I hope the Raiders do win, and then don't get the number one overall seed.
The Giants get the first pick somehow.
Because the Giants get the pick, and then we'll see what exactly they do.
Yeah.
Because we talked on our show, people were talking about, well, the Giants need a quarterback, which I think that's nuts.
That's nuts.
Dart's their guy. He's got to tone down, but he's their guy.
And he has 22 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, total.
So, it would be really fascinating to see what exactly the Giants do at number one.
So,
so we'll see.
John points this out here. The fan base of the Raiders has turned on Pete Carroll. And I'm like, that's 100% correct.
Yeah.
Because Raiders Twitter was 100% behind the Carroll hire.
Well, I was too.
Yeah, me too. I'll say it. I thought he would turn
it. I thought,
well,
he can get them at some, at least to a winning record. And, I know it was a tough division they're in, but still, I thought they could win 8-9 games.
Yeah, I thought they'd get at least 6. And after they upset the Patriots week 1, because now we can call that an upset.
Right. Now we know,
Yeah, we can call that an upset. But I thought, hey, maybe they got something here. But there was one clip, gentlemen, and I don't know how long we want to go on this, so I'll try to keep it brief. But I saw something in that same clip that Pete said. He said in the preseason, he said we were fortunate to get by. He said, I couldn't understand the wording because he said we were fortunate to tie Seattle. I think that's what he said.
What?
That's what he said. He said,
remember that was the first exhibition game
in the preseason?
Yeah. He said we were fortunate to tie Seattle. And then he said, and then you look at what we did to the Patriots in week 1. He said, look at their team now. Look at what it is now. That was a quality win for us. So he's like, no one saw this coming, but he dovetailed it with, I think we were fortunate to tie Seattle. He knows where the team is. That's something Pete Carroll doesn't say stuff like that. He's an eternally optimistic guy. So
he's the most optimistic guy I think I've ever come across.
Yeah. Yeah. I was blown away by that quote. And I wanted to get your guys' reaction because he does not say things like that.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So
I feel bad for Raider fans because besides Kevin here, the Raider fans deserve success. They do.
Yeah,
Let's be honest here. They do.
Well,
okay, Kevin, take that hatred for the Raiders aside. Throw in the garbage in this particular discussion here. I see you.
I've been around Raider games and seen Raider fans close up.
I know you have. And I'm not denying
I've seen them on the road and I've seen them at home. So I've seen them in both settings.
I know you have. I'm not denying your discovery here. But
Spoken like a true attorney.
That's right.
Right? Oh, geez. We'll get to the Seahawks. We'll get to the Seahawks preview the 49ers in a second, but we do know we have two things to discuss here.
Mm-hmm.
One, do you have your tickets?
Tickets.
Yes.
Got it.
The BS Express?
Yeah.
I got. Wow, I'm in my feet ready to roll here. So
there we go. There we go. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's awesome. Speaking of, have you guys ever had orange gin? Orange Irish gin?
I don't believe so.
So I got to correct myself here. Give me a second here. I found a picture of this.
All right.
So my younger brother went to school at he's going to school at Penn State.
Okay.
And he goes to the Pinstripe Bowl over in the Bronx.
We'll try and not hold that against him. All right.
Yeah. That's right. They played Clemson. I forgot about that. Speaking of, Dabo Sweeney has got to get the hell out of there.
Oh man.
So he hands me a bottle of Drumshanbo, California, orange citrus Irish gin. And I'm showing you the bottle. There's the bottle.
Okay, that looks kind of cool.
It's a fantastic bottle.
I would be in line to try that.
So he goes, "Hey, you want a glass?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What the hell?" And this is like a week ago. And he hands me the glass. I go, I'm just like swishing it around in my hand. I go, bottoms up. I basically take a shot of gin. I'm like, and my dad turns to Megan and he goes, "You're driving home tonight, right?"
yeah. Well, because you are the inventor of the Jack and Jill fell down the hills, or Jack and Gin.
Jack and Gin went down the hill. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh man! So I basically just gulped down a shot of gin. It was fantastic. So I highly recommend it. But the other thing we gotta do is we gotta pay the bills because this show ain't free, guys. So time for some ads. Hector, take it away. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast here to tell you guys about Canada Dips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canada Dip CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BELLYUP20 at CanadaDipCBD.com. Once again, BELLYUP20 at CanadaDipCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canada Dips for being a great partner of Belly Up Sports.
All right. So who's ready to preview the game, guys?
We ready.
I'm ready.
All right. So previewing Week 18 in San Francisco, the 12-4 49ers against the 13-3 Seattle Seahawks. Winner gets sole possession of the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. Now, I will point out the injury report. Charles Cross is out. Kobe Bryant, doubtful. Now, there's a bright side of this. Ty Okada has played great.
Yes, he has.
At strong safety. That's going to make his contract negotiations of Kobe Bryant very interesting. And Josh Jones, the backup left tackle, is questionable. Who's the third string left tackle, Kevin? Is that Bryce Campbell?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Someone fact checked us here. Dustin, you on it?
Yep, I'm on it.
All right, cool.
Rolling.
The 49ers injury report, Trent Williams, George Kittle, and Ricky Pearsall are all questionable to play for this game in Santa Clara.
Okay.
What do you got?
The third left tackle listed behind Josh Jones is Mason Reichman.
Mason Richmond.
Or Richmond, sorry. Yeah.
All good.
I just read that. Mason Richmond.
Isn't he the Kansas pick, Kevin?
I'm pressing his name right here. Hey, here he comes.
He's out of Iowa.
Bio.
Oh, he's an Iowa guy.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
All
This is
right.
college
Yeah,
Iowa.
went to
right?
Iowa. He's from Kansas.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought about it.
6'5", 307 pounds.
Okay.
He's listed as a natural guard, but he must be taken
right.
over because he is listed as the third tackle at left tackle.
Okay.
Mason Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond. But somebody was elevated off the practice squad, and I'm trying to think of who it was. They wore
Was
number
because
79.
left guard, the Bryce he's the third left guard.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Cable Do. Yeah,
Yeah,
behind.
Cable Do, which is what a great name that is.
Yeah,
And,
That is a great name for a
Yeah,
lineman.
he's third on the depth chart at left guard, which we don't have to worry about that at all because who's the left guard? Mr. Gray Zabel, who was allowed 0 pressures
yeah.
Yep.
this year.
Yep. Unbelievable.
We could talk about, because we talked about it on our show, who was the fantasy rookie, which is a whole different scenario. But
Yep.
if Gray Zabel is not in the running for rookie of the year, something seriously needs to be evaluated with this.
Because we all know why. Lineman is not a sexy position.
No,
Yeah,
but lineman
Not a
is
glamour
vital.
position.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as vital as the left tackle position. I'll grant you that.
Yeah. But it
But-
is vital now.
It is
Indeed.
vital and to allow no pressures.
As
None.
a guard is impressive.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I go back to a quote that Mike Holmgren said many, many years ago. And when he was asked if he had to choose one player, now keep in mind, this is a guy that coached Joe Montana. This is a guy that coached Steve Young. This is a guy that coached Brett Favre. He's coached some of the greatest quarterbacks to ever lace them up. And they said, Coach, if you had to pick one player to build a franchise around, who you picking? And he said, Walter Jones. That
Not
tells
a
you all you
hesitation.
need to know. That tells you all you need to know about
That's
the
all you
importance.
Arguably
of the
the
line.
greatest left tackle to ever play the game.
Yeah,
Arguably,
Very good argument.
And we discussed this on a way earlier episode of who the greatest Seahawks of all time are.
yeah,
And he's got to check in at number 1.
He's got
I
a good
mean,
argument.
yeah. He's got a chance, but I mean, I think ultimately, you
It's
still go
Largent.
Largent.
Steve
still go
Largent is
Largent,
my
but-
favorite Seahawk of all time,
Yeah,
just
Jones?
because of what he pulled off.
yeah.
With no gloves.
Yeah,
With no
that's
gloves,
true.
and he retired as the all-time leader in receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Yeah. Triple crown all time.
Triple
Yeah.
crown. Of course, he's like number 38 or something now, but
I think he's 4th in touchdowns.
still 4th. Okay.
Hold
Well,
on,
that's
give me a
still-
second here.
All right. You're going to look that up, and
Kevin, we got to preview the game.
yeah,
Yes.
we do have to preview the game. So I was going to ask you, Dan, did you ever finish getting through? Because I know I distracted you by giving you who was third at the tackle position there on the depth chart. But did you ever get through San Francisco's injury report?
Yeah, I
don't
did.
think-
So
okay.
Trent Williams, George
That's
Kittle,
big
and
for
Rick.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trent Williams is a big one because he's a majority of their offense.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, I'm skeptical about this game, but I have never felt more confident going into a 49ers game than I have in a long time.
Yeah.
So-
this one's going to be such a hard one to pick. I mean, I said it earlier. Like I said in an interview that'll run later tonight on Snowman's Network, and I have no idea which way this game could go. It could be a defensive slobber knocker like the first one was,
What a great reference.
or it could be an offensive shootout. Both the teams have the capability to do it, and I don't know, Kevin, if you have 3 keys for this game, I'd love
Of
to
course.
hear them. But one of the things that I'm most nervous about, and I want to see if you both agree with me, Brock Purdy scares me because he reminded me in the Bears game, he brings another dimension that Mac Jones did not have at
He
quarterback.
can run.
He can run. Exactly.
And just think where this was when Mac Jones was the starting quarterback, and the discussion was, should he remain so when Brock Purdy is healthy?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, which it seems insane now to say that. But
I mean,
Brock's got that contract, though.
Jones has the better arm by a mile, but Purdy has the brain and the wheels. So that's easy to decipher.
Because his arm is good enough to throw 11 touchdowns in his last 3 games.
Yeah. That's impressive.
11.
Yeah, that scares me. All right, Kevin, you got your keys to the game ready to go, my friend?
Ready.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so it's interesting to me that there's one player in the entire history of the NFL whose team was in the running for the number 1 seed in back-to-back seasons. And here he is, Sam Darnold.
Wow. Okay.
No one else has ever been in this position before, ever, to be this, the quarterback who was going up for the number 1 seed 2 years in a row at the last game. So we all remember what happened a year ago. The wheels completely fell off the wagon when it came to Sam Darnold, because if they hadn't, he wouldn't be on the Seahawks now. So, Mr. Darnold, the key to this game, the first key, is how you're going to play. And I think this comes right into his wheelhouse, because the 49ers cannot rush the quarterback. They are last in sacks in the entire NFL.
Wow.
Last by a mile.
Hold on, timeout. Really?
Yeah, that shocked me.
Okay. They have
that's right. Bosa's out too
on the season. There's a reason for this, because everybody's hurt on their defense.
Yeah.
So, but the fact remains is that Sam Darnold should have no worries about the pocket collapsing on him. He should be able to have time to go through his progressions and throw to the guy that he needs to throw it to. So we can't have any 2 or 3 interception games on this. So he needs to play clean. He needs, I think he's putting that whole thing behind him. Everybody else is remembering what he did a year ago, but he's not. So I think that's key. And so that's key number 1. Number 2 is, as we just mentioned, Brock Purdy. What are the Seahawks going to do with Brock Purdy? But the Seahawks are in a better position because they have 44 sacks, which is 8th in the entire NFL. So they can create pressure. And they have a good pass defense. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And they have a great rush defense. So what do they do with Brock Purdy? And then what do they do with CMC?
Oh, goodness.
Right? He's the key player on the entire 49ers team. Because we know well, I was surprised to find out he only averaged 3.9 yards per rush. That was a surprise to me.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So, but he has 10 rushing touchdowns, and he also has 96 catches. Right? 96 catches for another additional 7 touchdowns. That's 17 TD. So
he's a receiver out of the backfield.
He certainly is. And if he gets going, then it's going to be a long game. But the Seahawks rank 3rd in rushing defense. So they've got the defense to handle this. And I'll go back to my first key. If the Seahawks score just 3 or 6 points in the first half, they're not going to win.
Yeah.
They are not. Against that 49ers offense. They will not win, and that's been what they've done the last 4 games.
Yeah. No slow
So they
start.
need to put points on the board. Sam Darnold, put points on the board, please. If they do that, they're going to be in good shape.
All right. Do we got game picks ready to go, guys?
Oh, man.
Oh,
And also,
boy.
if I could throw this in there, because Dustin, you talked about the tight end position
Yeah.
earlier.
Yep.
George Kittle,
Yep.
if he plays, which I'm still assuming he will,
Yeah, he's going to play.
He's going to play. And if they shut down CMC, what kind of game does he have?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what scares me, and that's why, Dan, you hit game picks up, and I'm audibly groaning because I don't know what to do because I am very nervous. The 49ers offense, it shook me when they played the Bears last week.
They're the best offense in football right now.
Yeah, and I mean the Bears, people are like, even John said, well, the Hawks D is better than the Bears D, and he's right. But what does the Bears D do well? They generate turnovers. And even with a couple of turnovers, Brock Purdy turned the ball over on the first play of the game last Sunday.
Yeah.
Picked off, and it still wasn't enough for the Bears. And offensively, I just don't know how we stack up against the Bears because the Seahawks, as Kevin said, they have a tendency to start slow. And I know we harp on it every single week. But if the running game comes out and forces Sam Darnold and the Seahawks to be one-dimensional, they're in trouble early.
San Fran's defensive line is not particularly great.
No.
Yeah.
That's why they're last in the NFL in sacks.
Yeah. They're injury riddled and they're
25th overall in pass defense as well.
Yeah, that's what the couple good corners and average corners. Sorry.
Okay, because I don't know enough about San Francisco's corners. So I will confess that.
I will throw this out. So I will throw this out there. Diamondor Lenore has talked a lot of crap to be an average corner. Yes, he is. He's an average corner.
Oh, man, this is why I love doing podcasts with you, man. I love when you just throw stuff like that out there.
He's Josh Norman.
He's
Josh Norman with the better contract.
Okay, all right.
Because Josh Norman had one great year with the Panthers and fell off the face of the map.
He did.
There's players aplenty that you could talk about with that.
Yeah, Nnamdi Asomugha with the Raiders, perfect example.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's a great
example right there.
Yeah. Great example.
I'd totally forgotten that name till you just mentioned it. But
Albert Hainsworth, there's another one.
Hainsworth. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Now their defense is still halfway decent.
Yeah.
Would you say? I mean, Bryce Huff they got from the Eagles, Jordan Elliott, Kalea Davis, their two D tackles, and then Keon White, who's their other defensive end. D. Winters is really freaking good at linebacker.
Yeah,
he's the Trey Greenlaw replacement.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and people were saying once Warner got hurt and Bosa, they said, well, that's their whole defense, but they wouldn't be 12-4 if that was the case. They got some defensive woes to be sure. Kevin went over how they rank in the NFL, but you can't have 12 wins with a turnstile defense. It doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen. They know how to put their guys in position.
Yes.
And that goes back to coaching. And but Seattle's coach is every bit as good, if not better, when it comes to how to run his defense. You just ask the Baltimore Ravens about that.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I will throw this out there: Michael Williams, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, all out. They're all injured reserve, out for the season.
Right, and that's been going on for a while, so they know how to absorb that by now.
That they do. Thankfully, their secondary is not. Their ranking says otherwise, but they don't have a bad secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not the secondary is going to break down. I don't care how good you are if you don't get a pass rush going on.
Yeah, prime example, us.
Yeah.
How many times have we clamored for the Seahawks to get a pass? How many times have they had good secondary players, but the pass rush couldn't do squat?
Yeah, I mean,
that's not the case this year.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
right? Thank God for that.
Mr. Williams over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Williams. I mean, I would argue. I mean, Dan, you've been very vocal about it. The Ernest Jones trade is the best trade for the Seahawks in recent memory.
In a long time, yes.
And then I would argue the best off-season signing But we can talk about Sam Darnold all we want because it was
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yes, DeMarcus Lawrence. That's exactly who I was going to say.
Yep,
He has
Mr.
been
Lawrence.
every bit as good. Every bit as good.
Every bit.
He's
third in the
unfreaking
NFL in
believable.
pressures. Third.
He's been unfreaking believable.
Yeah.
That's right. And every time there's a big play, it seems like, whether it's a fumble or a sack or whatever, he's right there.
Yeah.
Indeed. Oh. All right, what do you guys got for the game picks?
Who wants to
Kevin?
leave this one off?
Okay,
Right.
so I think that because when you look at this, and San Francisco's scary, but the Seahawks are better statistically in just about every category.
Yep.
So, and the real surprise to me is we bemoan this. The Seahawks, are negative in turnovers. Right, they're 24th, but guess what? San Francisco is 25th in turnovers.
Oh, okay.
So I think that the defense is going to be like they've always been the last all season, but the offense is going to get some things going. And so, this is interesting too, because the week started out, the 49ers were favored to win this game.
Yep.
And this morning, when I checked it, it was the Seahawks minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure what that whole progression was, but I think the Seahawks are, as long as they don't shoot themselves in the foot, are going to be able to play good enough defense and good enough offense. They're going to win this game. And I'm going to go and say Seahawks 24, San Francisco 20.
I'm with you, Kevin. I'm with you on that score.
All right. I think that both offenses are going to get it going. I think, however, that what could happen is I think San Francisco is going to come out. They're going to come out firing, and they're going to drive. Maybe first couple drives. I think it's going to take the defense a little bit to figure out exactly what they're doing, and then I think second half the Seahawks defense is going to clamp down. I think the game comes down to a Jason Myers field goal. I think it's 27-24 Seahawks.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Oh boy, I got nothing for BS of the week. I got nothing. I got nothing.
We just have the biggest game of the season to talk about.
That's right.
So,
Literally, right?
So here it is,
I mean, it's who's excited for the playoffs?
Oh, I'm super excited for the playoffs.
I'm definitely ready. Whatever occurs tonight, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And
we got another member of the Department of BS chatting up the storm. So we got Andy over here. Let's go Hawks. 4 hours, man. And he's 10 beers deep.
Oh, man.
We got a show for you,
just
dude.
A tad, all right? Back down just a little bit so that you can, take in all the splendor that this game is going to be tonight.
Yeah, but what
Andy,
kind of beer? Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you before Dustin goes.
Yeah.
Is Andy a gin drinker by chance? Because, and if you are a gin drinker, do you drink Jack? And the reason why is all you got to do is take a chilled glass, 1/3 gin and 2/3 Jack of any kind. And I don't care whatever gin you have. Just mix 1/3 gin and 2/3 Jack. I call it Jack and gin went down the hill. Oh, we got Coors Banquet. There we go.
There we go. That's what I was going to ask. I was going to say, what kind of beers, Andy, are you drinking? Because if you're drinking like porters or stouts or IPAs, peace be with you, my friend. You will not see this game. But on
that's
Banquet
right.
beers,
Yeah, you definitely want to see this game. And and as I mentioned on No Creds earlier, Angry Orchard. Or Orchid, as I said on the show over there, Angry Orchid.
That's the best. That was the best. We're going to make that into a shirt, Kevin.
Okay.
Angry Orchid, he says.
Yeah. But
cut waters for later. I like this guy.
No, you got it, man. You got it. Coors, you could ride this out. You could
Coors
safely
with
have.
lime. All right.
Coors with lime?
Very important. Yes.
Interesting.
Right. Lime brings it home. Let me just say that.
Interesting. Discovery. So I had an Angry Orchard with Fireball the other day at Applebee's.
Oh man,
okay.
Is that like
Applebee's,
a steak bite or something?
Right, like Applebee's.
So what's up, Dustin?
Is that called like a snake bite or something? There's like a name.
So
for that.
the bartender comes up to me and says, "Hey, do you like Fireball?" And I go, "With Angry Orchard, I'm assuming you're doing, are you? I'm interested in this discovery. What do you have here for me?" And the bartender goes, "It tastes like apple pie." And I'm like, "I'm in."
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
So I had a sip of it. I was like, "This is delightful."
Yeah. No, you gotta be careful.
I like delightful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with drinks like that. Last night, and again, I appreciate you guys both being so flexible with me. We had a reschedule of some holiday celebration we were supposed to do with my siblings because half my sister's family got sick Christmas, right before Christmas. So we said we probably shouldn't be sharing food with each other. And we went over there last night. My sister made us all drinks. It was a coffee drink, but it was mixed with a coffee liqueur, Kahlua, some Baileys, and also with some cream. And then she sprinkled peppermint dust on it and peppermint schnapps.
Oh,
I only had 1.5 of them because I said if I drink more of these, I'm going to be in trouble because they're drinks that didn't taste like alcoholic drinks. You know what I mean?
It's the rocky road to Dublin, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
That's a great song too. If you guys are interested in Irish folk,
oh man, I definitely would check that out, man.
the rocky road to Dublin is so great. Also great for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fire that up.
There you go. It's fantastic. I wish I hold on. What year was it made? I'm gonna Google.
I don't know. We'll look it up. But you know what? Since we're here, Andy kind of brought us here, so thank you. But
yes, thank you, Dublin.
What is your favorite drink to have with a game like this? Big game. And it
That's
doesn't
right.
have
Gotta
to
be prepared.
Yeah.
What are you having? What is your drink, and what is your what do you have beside you in the bowl next to you?
1964 was the release date of the Rocky Road to Dublin.
All right, nice. 1964, very good year.
Very good year. 1296, very good year. Almost as old as I am. I just saw Lord of the Rings the other day too.
Oh, yeah, nice,
fantastic,
nice. But yeah, I mean, let us know in the chat, Andy.
Yeah.
Is your
absolutely chips and queso? Or what do we got going on over here?
Yeah, what is it? But favorite drink for a game like this, Stan? Favorite? Are you firing up? Jack and gin went down the hill. Are you firing it up?
No, I want to be conscious during this game.
Just the joke. I want to be awake, please.
Yeah. Awake and somewhat in control of your faculties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what is it? Dude. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink. It could be anything.
No.
So what I would do usually is I would make iced tea. I make an Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
Which is iced tea and lemonade, for those who do not know. After legendary Hall of Fame golfer Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
One of the greatest ever. And I would mix it either with Jack or vodka.
Okay.
And it's delicious.
Okay.
But also, if you mix a very sugary drink with alcohol, it tends to hit you faster.
Oh, it will. Yeah.
It will. So,
there's got to be some kind of physical properties for that to be the case.
Jack and ginger ale. So Jack honey and ginger ale would be my go-to one.
Okay, I've never tried that.
All right.
It's fantastic.
All right, Kevin, what you got? What you got? I'm gonna guess if you had to go beer, you'd probably get a Shiner Bock. But I don't know. I can't remember. Are you a margarita guy, Kevin? I can't remember.
I can do margaritas, especially if you want to talk about. We can do some different.
Again in Margaritaville.
It's amazing to me how that guy turned that one song into an entire fortune.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? Parrot Heads and his
Jimmy Buffett
restaurant. Yes, shows on Hawaii 5-0 and whatever else he was doing. But so margaritas, if you came and said, hey, we've got some raspberry margarita, I'm in.
All right.
Okay. But yeah, Shiner Bock, I'm in. Okay. I can do that. And, if I'm having a regular beer, like I said, the limes, not lemons, very important. Limes must be available.
Limes are
Okay.
good. Limes are
Limes
good, especially with a Mexican lager. I love a good
yeah,
lime in there.
Absolutely.
Now, do you guys partake in a drink that is known for the most interesting men in the world?
I have not had much Dos Equis, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. But I will say I've been very vocal about this. Anyone that knows me, they know that my beer and drink tastes change based on the season. Now,
Okay.
whiskey is good any time of the year to me. You give me the right kind. As a matter of fact, I got plans after the show, which do involve watching the game. I told these people, I said, hey, I'll hang out with you, but you'll have to allow me to watch this game. This is a big game, all right?
Yes.
But so
big game. That needs to be explained to them.
Yes.
Big game.
So bourbon is good any time of the year because there's a lot of cocktails you could make. My go-to cocktail is an old fashioned. I love old fashions, but this time of year, when the cold hits, I like a good Guinness for beer, and I like also White Russian. It's my favorite winter cocktail. So if I was not going anywhere and was not driving, I would make a White Russian for this game.
All right.
Let me throw in one more suggestion, and that would be a banana colada. All right.
Banana colada.
Not a pina colada. Pina coladas are good, but banana coladas far superior.
All right.
I would go for my beer taste. Either Coors Banquet, Budweiser, or if I'm going to go cider, Angry Orchard, whereas Kevin calls it Angry Orchid.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, you'd be going over to Andy J's house, Dad. You would Andy J drinking the Coors Banquet going there,
or Red's Apple Ale. That's fantastic.
Okay, I'm down.
That'll get you.
That's fantastic. And for cocktail, Jack Honey, ginger ale, and an Arnold Palmer. Third of each. Yeah, fantastic.
Wow. Okay.
There you go. And we know
that's
what's
pretty expressive right there. So,
well, I like flavor with my drinks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that expresses flavor.
It does express flavor.
It does. Not sure if it's the flavor that I would be interested in, but
indeed,
it does express flavor.
And we know, Dan, what would be in the bowl next to you, so we're not going to get into that. I've opened that door too many times. Your signature snack.
Hey.
I know. I'm not going to
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I shouldn't have any goldfish and raisins this week. I really don't.
Oh, man, you got
I don't.
You got to restock.
I know I do. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I really do.
The fact that particular snack has raised such ire, I don't get it. I could see it.
Thank you, Kevin, for being on my side.
I could see it. It's not something that I've participated in personally, but I could see it. Especially, that depends, though. If we're talking like pretzel, goldfish, and raisins, I could definitely see that.
All right. There we go.
All right. All right, just a quick aside before we
before we close up shop.
So, like at work, at my day job, somebody, and this was a few years ago, but I can say this because both the people that this involved no longer work at the company, and they're probably never going to hear this. But the thing is, so somebody said to somebody else, they said, "Hey, I'm going to the store. Do you need anything while I'm out?" And the one person said, "Yeah, actually, I'm looking for a little snack. Would you mind picking me up some goldfish?" And the other person said, "Sure." And they said, "What flavor?" And the person who asked for the goldfish said, "Just regular, like regular goldfish." Now, 90% of people, I think, and the person that was requesting the goldfish assumed that the regular default is like the cheddar that we all know and we all love. This person went out and got them original goldfish, which is just like a straight up oyster cracker. And It's because they misunderstood what the person was asking for. But I want to ask you, gentlemen, wouldn't you 90% of the population, I think, would assume that they are talking about cheddar, cheddar goldfish.
That's the superior goldfish flavor.
Yeah, it is.
I would debate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheddar is not the superior flavor.
According to Mr. Kevin, yes.
According to the Wilson, playbook. And I mentioned earlier, pretzel goldfish.
I think Kevin has like a personal record book.
I do.
I'm sure he does. It's
man,
like no, but
got Mrs. Wilson. I heard that. That one got Mrs. Wilson.
I'm sure he has like a personal record book of like, by my personal record book, Tom Brady did not win Super Bowl 49.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so if somebody had said that to me right from this, I would clarify, because I know there's both of those. There's nothing flavor, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Basically. And then there's the cheddar one. So I would think cheddar is myself.
Yes.
But I would make sure I was clear before departing.
Yeah.
So
to the grocery store, but the person who was given that the goldfish came into my office and she was like, she got me plain goldfish, like she's like, these are oyster crackers, and she goes, wouldn't you assume that I was talking about cheddar? And I'm like, yeah.
See, well, you know what happens when you assume. So
yeah. But I just thought it was funny, because I feel like
pretty funny.
I feel like cheddar is the default.
Cheddar is the default, and that's why I mix with my raisins.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm mixed. If I'm doing that, it's pretzels and raisins. Okay.
All right.
Pretzel flavor.
Kevin is half on my side.
Yes, he's half with you. He's half with you.
Halvesies with me. Any final thoughts to close up shop for the day, guys?
Let's get this on. I'm ready. So
game on.
Yeah.
Game on. And when it comes down to it, I would rather they had lost to the Rams 2 weeks ago than if they lost tonight. So let's get this in the win column right, tonight. So
yeah.
Amen to that. All right. From the great state of Texas and Belly Up Fantasy Live and wherever you get your Belly Up articles is Kevin Wilson. From No Questions Required and the Capital Region of Albany, New York is Dustin Henry. My name is Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. We'll see you all in this life, and we'll certainly the next one. Cheers, everyone. Have a good night.